Hi friends, I would like to show you my houseplants today. This one is a blue spike moss. You can see that currently it is hanging in a hanging basket here, and I really love it. I got it approximately one month back, and it has put out pretty good growth, and I literally missed this one daily, maybe twice or thrice a day. This one is an ivy. It's a variegated one, and you can really see that marble color at the edge of this ivy. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, look at this one. This one's one of my favorite. This one is Oxalis triangularis, and it's a green kind. It gets really beautiful, pretty little flowers as well. And you can see one which is coming up right over here. You can see that the flower itself is white, and there is some more that's coming out from there. This is a little birdhouse that I made. This one is an ivy. I've had this ivy for over a year and a half now, and this particular ivy recently suffered from overwatering problem. You can see that all of the leaves started turning brown, which is why I've got it inside, and I've decided to give it special attention to ensure that it recovers quickly. This one is a citronella plant. It's a geranium citronella. This one has beautiful smell, and it also repels mosquitoes. This is just a birdhouse that I did. That one's, you guessed it, it's an artificial one from IKEA. This one, I think it's called a common purslane, but it literally came out of nowhere and it started taking over this little pot. So I've left it there, and it's very cute to look at as well. Oh, this one is one of my favorites. It's Pilea. It's also called as Chinese money plant. You can see that this one has thrown this cute little pup as well, which I want to propagate, but I'm still not sure if it's the right time to propagate or not. I like the way it really looks. It looks a little more full because I haven't separated out from the mother plant yet. So I like how it looks right now. Oh, now let me show you my maidenhair plant. Look how beautiful it is. I live in Texas, and over here the air gets really dry, and I'm not very good at keeping humidifier on every day and tracking it. So what I decided to do is I literally put it inside this glass container, and I've covered the lid so that it gets pretty good amount of sunlight, as well as the humidity level is retained within this microclimate. Now look at this one. This is a caladium. Look at how beautiful it looks. This is a Miss Moffat. So the name of the cultivar is Miss Moffat. And don't you love the pink variegation, the deep pink variegation that you can see over here? This is this is really pretty, and I really like the shape of it as well. These are just some mosaic flowers that I recently made. Now let me show you some more plants from the living room. This one is a golden pothos. I got this plant approximately 3 or maybe 4 weeks back, and it has grown really well. I've kept it here, and this is a west facing window, but usually we close the blinds most of the time. Still, it gets pretty good amount of indirect sunlight. Okay, this one is a Dracaena. I've had this plant for over 3 years now, and this is really sturdy. It has grown well. It has grown, I would say, at least 7 to 8 inches every year, every summer. And you can see that it starts putting the new growth on top, and it starts shedding the bottom leaves, which is why I've cut them. I've cut the brown portion of the leaves. This is just a mosaic and another mosaic that I recently did. I love doing mosaic for spending my time. This one is Oxalis triangularis. It's also called as the purple shamrock plant. And you can see some of the beautiful flowers right over here. I've had this plant for, I would say, 2 months now. And I'm really happy with this plant. This is a mosaic that I recently did. It's drying out over here because I just grouted it yesterday. Look at this beauty. This one is a Monstera deliciosa. I got this approximately 1.5 months back, and since then it has put out at least, I would say, 7 to 8 more new leaves. And you can see that it has 2 more coming up right now. That one and this one. And this one is fenestrated. When I got itself, it had a little bit of damage, but I haven't really torn the leaves because, well, they are still doing their job, right? And this is my propagation station. This is where you can see that I propagated my Oxalis triangularis, both the green one and the purple one, in water for a few weeks, maybe I would say for a month. And then after they had rooted, I have just transplanted them into the soil. I literally did this last evening, so I'll let you know how it goes. This one, it's an English ivy, and this one is a climber. It really loves climbing, and you can see how beautiful it looks when you let it climb on the wall. This one is an aloe vera plant, and I've had it for over a year now. And I think this one is a common person. Again, it came out of nowhere. It was not planted. Meet Dobby. Hi Dobby, who just got his sock. This one is a lucky bamboo plant. I've had it for 2 years, and I keep shifting it from water to soil, just to ensure that it does well. But yeah, I mean, it has been doing well so far. It hasn't grown a whole lot, but it is putting out a few new leaves every couple months, so that's not bad. Okay, look at this one. This is my treasured curry leaves collection. It is extremely difficult to find curry leaves, and I finally got this one as a gift, and I found these at an Indian grocery store, and since then I've been really taking care a lot of them. And this is second year for this particular plant, and you can see that it has grown really well. I mean, in last couple months itself, during the summer, it has put out quite a lot of new leaves. However, since this is Texas and you get a lot of real bad heat, the leaves are getting burnt. So I literally noticed this yesterday and I got it inside. This one is an aeroplane plant, and people say that it's really easy to care for, but I've been having a really hard time keeping this plant happy. This one is an elephant ear plant, or alocasia. I got this plant in a really tiny container, this one, and approximately maybe 1.5 months back, and it has grown really well in last 1.5 months itself. The leaf size, when I got it, it was barely 4 centimeters. Now this leaf size, I would say, is approximately 30 to 32 centimeters. Okay, now let's see the propagation station. This is where I'm propagating the willow tree from one of its branches. And this is where I've been trying to propagate the blue spike moss. And you can also see my little tulsi who's growing right over here. And this one, it's an avocado. It's an avocado plant, and I'm really happy with it. It's not growing that fast. It's taking its own time, but I really like it. It has really huge root system, and only after it had a really huge root system developed in this particular container, I transferred it into this particular pot, and it did not even have a single leaf. I literally had to make an opening on top over here just to encourage some leaf growth. And you can see that it got the clue, and in last I would say month and a half, it has put on these 3 new beautiful leaves. Okay, this one is a tree fern. Isn't it beautiful? I love tree ferns, and I recently got this. So despite us getting a really dry climate, I thought, okay, maybe I might be able to, keep it alive and even hopefully happy inside the house. So I've been misting this particular plant maybe twice, thrice a day, and as it requires a lot of water, I have ensured that the soil remains moist, not wet, moist. Initially, when I got it home, it put on a lot of new growth. This leaf is completely new. This leaf was coming out when I got it. However, since then, it has slowed down a lot. You can see that there is new growth coming. So I know for sure that the plant is alive. It's just that it's very difficult to keep it happy. And this one is an ivy. Again, this is one of the ivies from the other section as well. So basically, I have kept this ivy outside, and it started getting really good growth during the month of summer. However, I noticed that the water was not draining properly, which is why this one also, along with the others, faced some kind of overwatering problem. So I have I've got it inside and have kept it so that I can keep a close eye on that one. So that's it, guys. This is really a quick tour of my indoor houseplants.